Hi, everyone. Welcome to March's Energy. I am just going to go ahead and stream this live into my Facebook group. So hang tight. How's everyone doing? Ooh, we've got some big stuff that we're moving through today, and I want to just update you on a few things. We've got lots going on. So, all right. So give me a sec here. I always like to just double check that I am live in the correct group. All right, technology, gotta love it. The wonderful thing is that we don't have any light. Technology, gotta love it. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so I am live in my You Are Enough Facebook group for midlife women. Alrighty, so what I want to do is update you on what the heck is going on. So I don't know if you've felt the energy shifting that's happening in the world right now. As a numerologist, I'm very, I guess you could say, very privy to what's happening within the energies. And yeah, I'm just here to update you. And it's crazy. So every time I go into my Facebook or whatever, it is gives me different information. So I just want to hop into the group. So if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please feel free to let me know. And I am just going to get started in just a moment. Great. Okay, I'm live. So if you have any questions, please feel free to pop them into the comments and I will be more than happy to answer them. So welcome to March. March is a 2 energy month, and we have been moving through this 1 energy month in February. So in the world of numerology, the way that we calculate the monthly energy is we take the number of the month and we add it to the year. So when we add the numbers up, March is a 3 and the year energy is an 8. So 3 plus 8 equals an 11. And so we have an 11-2 energy going into this month. And as a master 11 myself, this energy is very unique and different. The 11 is all about mastering your life. It is about stepping into the next stage of your life. And I will let you know that this is something that I experience on a regular basis. I've had a very interesting life path. And not everyone is meant to understand what a Master 11 is all about. But one thing that I can say is a Master 11 has 2 pillars. So we look at the 11, these are like light rods. And what happens is that we live in 2 different worlds. So we live in this physical world, and then we also live in this ether world. And so what this does is that the whole idea of the 11 is to bring light. And when we bring light into this world, then we tend to see our shadows. And when we turn on this light, it's meant to help wake us up into this energy that we have. So as you know, I always have tons of notes in front of me. So don't mind me looking down. I'm just looking at all of my tons of notes that I've downloaded and taken. So this is a 2 energy month. So I'm going to be mixing numerology and astrology together because we have these massive shifts that are happening. And I really just want you to kind of understand where we're at. Okay. So yesterday was a big day. It was March the 29th. And the last time that we had a leap year was in 2020. So what happened 4 years ago? We had the pandemic. And so we had this huge shift within our energy. And so what's happening now is we are now on another leap year. And so what's happening is we're ending this current cycle that we're in. We're also in an 8 energy year, which means that we are in this natural flow of where we're going and what we're doing. And so you're going to feel this energy. You're going to feel it really intensely because the 11-2 or a 2 energy is all about connection and community, but it's also very emotional. So this month is meant to be here for healing. So if you have had things that come up this month, just know that you are meant to pivot. You are meant to change. You are meant to transform, because that is what the two is all about. And I know this energy because I've lived it my whole life. Okay. So I just want to talk a little bit more about the numerology. And then I'm going to step a little bit more into the astrology, because the two of them coincide. We've got some planetary stuff, we've got some eclipses, we've got some new moons and some full moons. This is just an overall general overview. And then I'm going to be coming back possibly next week or the week after, and then talking about these other things, because I find that when we always kind of get more information, don't want to inundate you too much. Okay. So first off, it's time feels like it's moving quickly. I don't know about you, but we're already in the beginning of March. And I'm like, where did January and February go? This is this 8 energy year. It is all about flow. It is all about moving quickly. And it almost kind of feels like it's almost moving too fast. And so this is where, when we're in the flow of the year, is if you are not taking action, then things will just stay the same. Okay. And so you're going to sort of have a lot of feelings come up this month. And I really want you to ask for help, because as an 11, I am independent, and I sometimes have a hard time asking for help. And so this is where I really want you to step in and ask for help with other people, with, possibly like myself as a coach. And, or, I mean, I lean in and ask my business coach things all the time, because what's happening is that this shift is happening for very specific reasons. Okay. So, yeah. So one of the things about this 8 energy of the year, it is an emotional energy. It lives in the emotional plane of our energy grid. And if you don't know what the energy grid, it is part of our numerological system. We also have the 2 that lives in the energy grid. And so we have this underlying emotional energy throughout this whole month. So the 2 is very feminine and the 8 is very masculine. So we're going to feel this push and pull from feminine to masculine. And I want you to just lean into it. Okay. We have some major shifts that are happening and within the planets, but just give me a sec here, because I want to just make sure that I've covered everything. Oh, biggest thing right now is with the 11-2 month, it is all about the expansion of our intuition. And so what does that mean? So what gives you meaning? What gives you fulfillment? I know for myself, I found the world of spirituality and numerology and working with people and helping them within their relationship with themselves and with other people. And that brings me fulfillment. And so this is what I look at is, how can you sit with this process? How can you really tap into the intuition that's deep inside of you? Because these little things that talk to us, it's very important that we start listening, because there's different ways that our intuition can come to us. What's happening now, right now, today, yesterday and today, is we're having this massive karmic shift. So yesterday was a 9 of clubs day. So for those of you who don't know, I work with a deck of cards system. It's an esoteric numerology system that's been hidden from humanity for thousands and thousands of years. It comes from the Egyptian and the Atlantean times. And so when you're born into a day, you are born into a card. And so yesterday's card was a 9 of clubs. And so 9 of clubs is all about closing out that thinking cycle. Okay. And so 9s are all about completion of a cycle. And so right now, and yesterday was a 3 energy day. And so there might be some anxiety that comes up for you, because 9s and 3s, 9 is all about thinking, and then 3s are all about creativity. And so you might have this anxiety pulling at you yesterday, and then also today. Today is a 9 of spades, 3 energy day, universal 3 energy day. So we're having these double-ended, we ended the month with the 9-3, and we started the month with the 9-3. And so this anxiety might be surfacing within you. And I just want you to know that I need you to trust. I need you to trust this process. I need you to trust the system. Because the whole idea is that we are meant to connect inward. We are meant to really feel within ourselves. And this whole idea is that it's the relationship that we have with ourselves is what we're supposed to be moving through this month. Okay. So can you sit with this process? It's really hard. Some people who've had their divine purpose blueprints, I would love for you to go back and look at your charts, because there are things within your underlying energy. I know that I had some stuff come up yesterday that surfaced within my own self. And I am a very nurturing person. I take care of everybody else except for myself. And I just got back from traveling, and I realized that my partner that I'm with I was compromising myself to spend time with them when I actually really needed to take care of myself. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking care of myself, and that's creating a little bit of difference, because all of a sudden I'm shifting and changing. Well, the thing is that I quite often give myself to other people when I should actually be taking care of myself. And so there's nothing wrong with this. We all have these underlying energies within ourselves, and I can be very critical of myself. And so this is something that I need to work on within me. Every one of us has underlying energies, and this is why it's so important that we understand our divine purpose blueprint, because these things are going to come up. And the reason that these things are coming up is they're coming up to be healed. All right. So, I'm not going to talk about dates and numerology because until we get to the moon and that type of thing. But just to let you know, we are in spades energy right now, and then we shift into diamonds energy on the new moon. And so this is where we feel this shift. So spades is all about spirituality. It's about the job that you've come here to do. It's also associated with the pineal gland. If you take a look at it, it looks like an acorn. If you look at my Buddha picture here, it has pictures of the acorn there, and it also looks like there's spades in it. And so you need to understand that this journey is about our spiritual journey. It is about stepping into who we are meant to be as a spirit living in a human body. Okay. Whew, yeah, this leap day is about loss. It's about ending. It's about transmuting these unhealthy patterns that we've been experiencing. Okay. Okay. All right. So what we are meant to do is we are meant to be going into this shift of opening our gifts up even more. So I want you to allow this energy to come into you. If something does not serve you or not connect with you, then it's time to leave. Okay. So this could be career, this could be relationships, this could be, so many things that you need to start to clear out of your life, because they're not meant to come with us into the rest of 2024. And so we're going to feel this shift and this rebalancing within our energies. And this is where I really need you to just lean in and trust. All right. So that is our numerology component that we're feeling right now. So let's get into a little bit of what's happening within the month as far as like the emotions. So currently we are in Pisces season. And so Pisces switched at the end of the month, last month. And so we go into Pisces up until the 20th of the month, okay? And so it's a really big month within the cosmos, as in the astrology, because it's meant to be a pivot month. It's meant to be brand new chapter and letting go of the old. And the biggest thing is to understand is we don't have any retrogrades right now. So what happens when a planet goes retrograde is the planet actually goes backwards. It feels like it's going backwards, but it's not. The retrograde planet is there to help us reflect back on the things that are happening. And so right now we have no planets in retrograde. So it's all systems moving forward, which I talked about last month in my energy. So this helps us move forward and take action. And so, your dreams may actually take a turn this month, because Pisces is all about dreaming. It's all about our emotions and how can we, and how can we implement that into our lives. We're going to have our first retrograde start April 1st. And so this is where I want you to take the month of March, and I want you to dream about what it is that you want in your life. Okay, we have Pisces season up until the 20th, and that's where we shift into Aries. All right, so I want you to connect with the deepest parts of yourself and your psyche. And this is where we have these things that live in our subconscious and our conscious, and just beneath the surface. And so there's these layers of us that we don't actually realize that are there. And the whole idea is that Pisces is the last zodiac within the system, and we're here to end. We're supposed to end, and then we start in Aries, because it's the beginning of the zodiac. And so right now we actually have lots of planets in Pisces. And so what's really in your heart? What is your role in this world? Why are you here? And what do you want? This is the biggest thing I find when it comes to the relationship with ourselves and the relationships with other people, our work, why we're showing up every day. And if you don't feel like you're in that place of where you want to be, this is where I need you to ask for help. I need you to reach out, because each one of us has come here to do a job. I myself personally found out what my job description is. I am a Master 11-2, and I am the Ace of Spades. I am the card of the Magi. Just give me a second. So if you don't have this book, The Power of the Playing Cards, this is an excellent book for you to actually really find out who you are and why you're here. And it's an ancient system to understand our role as a human being in this world, because the date that you're born is the card that you are meant to play out in this world. And that is actually your job description. I am an Ace of Spades. I am the card of the Magi. I'm the card of secrets, and I'm also the card of death, rebirth, and transformation. Okay. So, we're going to feel different about our path and our relationships. We're going to feel this soul calling and this soul desire. And if you are confused about this at all, please reach out to me, because we are meant to, when I found out my life path, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. And then when I found out my card, I was like, you got to be double kidding me. But the whole idea is that I have stepped into something that I absolutely love doing. I love my life. I love my relationship with my clients, because really I am here to help people find their own spiritual journey. With this new moon in Pisces, we're having on the 10th of the month. This is going to be conjunct with Neptune, which is Pisces' ruling planet. And so there is also this stellium, which means a collection of planets in Pisces, which really helps us connect with our dreams. And so the 10th of the month is all about intentions. New moons are all about setting intentions. Some are, some aren't, but new moons are usually about setting intentions. And by the time we get to the full moon, this is when things come to fruition, and or you get to discern about what is important in your life or not. Okay, so we have this shift, and it is also about a delicate balance between your desires and your dreams. And so how can you show up and be of service to other people, yet still live out your desires and dreams? Okay. Because the things that you've experienced in your life, you're meant to share with the rest of the world. So, for instance, I went through a life of trauma. I went through a lot of healing, been in talk therapy for 27, 28 years. And the whole idea is that I'm meant to share my story and be inspiring to other people, because I could have gone down a path of woe is me, feeling sorry for myself, or I could step up to the plate and say, you know what, I'm not going to allow what happened to me in my childhood and in my early 20s to define who I am. It's the same thing that's happened in in the breakdown of my relationship and my marriage. I can choose to allow that to define me or not. Excuse me just a moment. Okay. So the next big thing that's happening in our cosmos is we have an equinox happening on the 20th of the month. And so this is also when we switch into Aries. And so this is all about new beginnings. This is all about fresh starts. This is all about the start of a new zodiac wheel, if you want to say so. And this is actually when I'm going to be launching my signature program, where I get to help people understand who you are and why you're here. I'll be sharing that information in the next couple of weeks, but this is really a chance for you to step into yourself and really decide who it is that you want, who you are, and what you want in this lifetime. The next big thing that we're experiencing this month is we have eclipse happening. So we're starting in our eclipse season, and on the 25th, we have an eclipse, the first eclipse of the year, and it's in the full moon of Libra, and it brings things to light. We always take a look at this darkness and bringing it into light and within the inner world. And this is where we're going to have a reset and almost like a revelation of what's happening within us. Okay. I'm just looking through all of my notes here. All right. So I just have so many notes. I just want to make sure that I'm on the right one. Okay. So when we have these eclipses happen to us, it is about us really taking a look at the relationships that we have within our life. Because what's happening is we have the moon is in Libra and the sun is going to be in Aries. And when we have this, we need to take a look at the two archetypes and what they actually represent. So Aries is all about it's about war, it's about confidence, it's about aggression, it's about assertion. And then we have this new moon in Libra, or this full moon in Libra, and Libra is all about peace and diplomacy and harmony and relationships. So we're going to kind of feel this, excuse me, sunshine. We're going to have this moment of peace that is eclipsed. Okay. And so we have what's happening with this planetary alignments is that it's aligning with the South Node, and the South Node is ultimately what we're here to do. It's about our Dharma. And these karmic issues that we have in our life are about to be revealed. And so the habits that we have built up, possibly over giving our time, or keeping harmony at whatever price, or avoiding conflict because that feels yucky. This is meant to come up, and you're meant to pay attention. You're meant to be conscious, because if you continue down this path of trying to keep the peace or whatever else, this will be revealed. We're meant to bring out the shadow aspects of ourselves. And so this is where I really need you to express yourself. I need you to talk about the things that are bothering you, because if you don't, then this healing will kind of be pushed upon you if you don't do the work. So for myself, I've been doing this work a lot for the last little while. And so when I notice something about myself, I bring it up, I express my feelings. And the thing is the person that's usually on the other end that's receiving it, it's up to them to decide on how they want to receive that information. Okay. And so I want you to really speak your truth. I really want you to, your needs are just as important as everyone else's needs. So as long as you are not doing things to offend other people, or if whatever else, if they take offense to it, you need to know that that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with them. What you've done has triggered them, and that trigger needs to be healed within them, not within you. Okay. Because what's happening here is that we are going to be in a porthole of eclipses. So eclipses always come in pairs. So the first eclipse is on the 25th, and the second eclipse is on April 8th. So we've got this 2-week time of intensity, of revelation. And so you might be feeling drama, emotions, stuff coming up that is really like yucky. And I need you to just pay attention. I need you to pay attention that the stuff that you need to release needs to let go. Because once we move into April and beyond, you have to let go of all this kind of stuff. Okay. Because really is the fact is that I need you to pay attention to your dreams. First off, I'm going to give you 3 things that I need you to do this month. 1, I need you to pay attention to your dreams, your metaphorical dreams, if you're daydreaming or if you're going for a walk and your intuition comes in and you're just like, oh my God, I would love to do that. This is where I need you to remember these things, because while you're dreaming, our subconscious is speaking to us. And it's the stuff deep down inside of us that we want to do and share within this world. Number 2, I want you to feel your feelings. As much as I know I have the arrow piper sensitivity in my divine purpose blueprint, I don't like to feel my feelings. I have a really hard time with that. And I've had to learn how to lean in and feel those feelings and share them, because I have now seen that my hypersensitivity is actually my superpower. And so I don't want you to second guess your intuition. My intuition is here to guide me, and I didn't realize that for the longest time. So if you're noticing these physical sensations, so when I'm talking to clients, I get goosebumps. If you might feel like a gut feeling about somebody or something, you need to understand that that is your body sharing something with you. If you are excited about something or someone, I need you to lean into that feeling and really pay attention to why that's happening. If you also feel like you're feeling like constricted, or you're possibly in a relationship that's holding you back, or that you are not happy with, or that you're kind of questioning, I really need you to lean into that, because I want you to ask your heart. I'm wearing my heart shirt today because I need you to ask your heart what it is that you need. Okay, hands down. Don't bypass these feelings. They're extremely important. Like I said, this month is going to be very emotional. It's going to be very intuitive, and I need you to believe in yourself. Number 3 is I need you to pay attention to your emotional triggers, because our emotional triggers are meant to come up. The things that trigger you or trigger other people are the things that you are meant to heal. Okay? I hate saying this, but I get triggered. That's something within me that needs to be healed, not within you. So if you have said something or done something to somebody else or whatever, and they get triggered off of you, that's something that they need to heal, not something that you need to heal. Okay. I just want to put that plain and simple, because I was in a relationship where I would trigger somebody and then they would blame me for triggering them, which is not fair. So if you are triggering somebody, you need to know that that is the healing that they need to do. And this is all about a healing month. Okay. So if you get upset, I need you to dive deep into why you're getting upset about that. I also want you to pay attention to boundaries. I want you to pay attention to shame. I want you to pay attention to guilt, because if you are feeling any of this, these are the things that you're meant to heal, so that we can move forward into this 8 energy year, because it is all about momentum. It's about taking action. It's about flow. And if you want to stay where you're at, then you're more than welcome to, because what you need to realize is, what are you not processing? Because we humans don't like to feel our feelings, because ultimately that is actually our connection to our soul. Our soul is very, very feeling. And if you can't feel that, then you're blocking yourself. You're stopping yourself from moving forward, because ultimately you're here to have a spiritual awakening, believe it or not. Okay. This is all about this flow. You are meant to break through. You are meant to shift. You're meant, the death of our ego, of our fear, is meant to disappear. Okay? Because the mind wants to hold on to what was. It wants to feel comfortable where it's at. And the whole idea of this is we're not meant to be here. We are not meant to be stuck in this ego mindset. We are meant to move forward. And this is where the ego and the soul have a really hard time balancing that out. Okay? So we are meant to not only connect with ourselves, but we are meant to connect with other people and community. We are meant to be guided on this journey through the other souls in our life. And this is why I'm a relationship coach, is because the people that we've chosen to be in our life are there to be for a reason. Okay, they are meant to be there to support us. And if those people are not living in that role, then it's time for you to let them go. Okay. You're going to feel this emotional sensitivity, and I want you to use it to serve you, because our nervous system has been so frayed over the last couple of years. And I really want you to get used to these emotions, because this is part of who we are. I also want you to go for walks. I want you to feel the connection with the earth. The whole idea, what I do when I coach is body, mind, and soul. Okay. So I personally was disconnected from my body to my mind because I have no numbers in my soul plane. And so what I do when I do my meditation is I connect what's going on up here with my heart and with my body, because it's so important that we feel the feelings within ourselves, because we are supposed to move forward on our path. We're supposed to release the old and then passionately move forward. So, yeah, this is a really, really powerful month. It's meant to be emotional. It's meant to clear away sensitivities. It's meant to boost this passion, energy of creation within us. And how can you transmute this energy? This is what I'm here for. This, as a relationship coach, the relationship that you have with yourself is the most important one, because when we don't know who we are, how are we supposed to show up? This is one of the things that I love doing with people, because it's so important, because you are enough. You are given certain codes when you came into this lifetime. You have your life path. You have your energy, you have your job description, and you're meant to be here to support other people, as am I. And so, as a spiritual leader or light worker or whatever it is that you want to label me as, I'm here to guide you and help you. And if I can be of any service to you, this is where I would love for you to connect with me. You can always catch me in my DMs. You can email me. You can find me on my website. And I'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you and talk and find out to see how I can support you this month. Because it is all about connection. It is all about collaboration. And it is all about this 2 energy and this 11 energy and this abundant cycle, so that we can all move together as a collective consciousness. So thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate you coming on and watching this. I will be recording this, and I'll be uploading this to my YouTube. And I hope you have the most amazing day, because this karmic shift is here for us. So let's work with this energy, and I will be coming back next week to touch base on what else is happening in this world, okay? Thanks so much, you guys. I so appreciate you being here. And I hope you just have an amazing weekend, and spring is on its way. Okay, take care, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.